Hello everybody, my name is Rachel and today I'm going to do my first ever book haul. I have a lot of books to show you because I went on a post-Christmas buying binge. I got a gift card, I have been saving up money to buy copies of books that I really wanted, so I went all out and all but a couple of them have showed up, so I thought I would go ahead and film this for you guys. Because I have so many books to show, I decided to split this up into 3 different videos. The books I got actually fall pretty naturally into 3 different categories. So in this first video, I'm going to be talking quickly about books that I have read recently, really loved, and just recently bought a copy of. Some of these are going to sound pretty familiar to you guys if you have seen any of my previous videos, therefore I'm not going to try and repeat myself all that much. First up in this category is The Dead in Their Vaulted Arches by Alan Bradley. This is the 6th Flavia de Luce mystery novel. I read these in hardback from the library at the beginning of the year. They usually come out in like January, and then I buy the trade paperback version when it comes out a year later. The American editions have very vibrant, like jewel-toned covers that I really like. I'm gonna do this one next because I have a mild rant about it. I don't know how well you guys can see this. I'm afraid my ability to focus my camera phone is very poor, and I apologize for that. But this is the Penguin English Library edition of The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. When I read a classic and I love it, I try to get them in the Penguin English Library editions because I love the cover designs. That being said, has anyone else noticed that the spines of these books are hideous most of the time? They are all bordered with 2 stripes of very bright orange, which is a color that clashes hideously with the other dominant colors in the color schemes of a lot of the books. So this one is paired up with dark gray, like magenta, and hot orange. Are you kidding me? And this is an excellent example of violating design principles. I don't do like huge amounts of design, but I do know the CRAP principles. That's contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity. Penguin English Library editions, they do repetition with the repetitive elements on the cover, which I love. They do alignment, it's centered. They do proximity, you know, grouping of the title and the author's name, grouping separately of the publication information. What they don't do is contrast. I mean, you have black on dark gray, that's not readable, and then the spine has, can you even see that? I am not old, I know I wear glasses, but I can't read that. That is hot pink on dark gray. And my copy of Wuthering Heights is the same way. It's 2 very clashing colors, and the readability is horrible. If you're one of those people that wonders about the contrast of colors and the spines, let me know. If you think the spines are beautiful, let me know too. I just can't. I just can't. Next is Lockstep by Carl Schroeder, another book that I love the cover art. The cover art is done by Chris McGrath. It's a very distinctive style, and I'm about to show you 2 more books that have the same cover artist. Lockstep was a definite favorite for me in 2014. I've already talked about this book a little bit and about the author. Hard science fiction, loved the math in it, loved the concept of the Lockstep Empire, and I wanted to own my own copy. I usually don't buy hardbacks these days, but this was like $4 or $5 on Book Outlet, and I said, I'm not going to wait for the trade paper to come out, I'll just buy it in hardback. And it is very nice. So. Next are the first 2 books in the craft sequence by Max Gladstone. Isn't it funny that everyone's suddenly hauling these books? I think that Michael from Bitten by a Radioactive Book just did his big book haul binge that he talks about. He bought like the first 2, and then Paul from A Common Touch of Fantasy got the hardcover copies of these books. The first one is 3 Parts Dead, and the second one is Two Serpents Rise. Once again, the artwork is by Chris McGrath. I think it's distinctive and it works really well for the series. I love the cover art for this series. I only have the first two to show you, so I can't show you all the examples, but number one, the very first book has a woman of color on the cover in basically a full body pose. No, like so many times women are on covers of books and it's like their heads are chopped off and all you get is like their bodacious body or whatever. She's a real person. Like she has a face. She's giving you stink eye. Like she's like, I'm watching you. It's so great. This guy is rather Caucasian looking, but in the book, I believe that he's more of like Aztec ancestry. And the third book, Full Fathom 5, which I have on pre-order and trade paper, has two non-Caucasian women on the cover. Two! And their heads aren't chopped off either. You gotta love that. And the last two in this category are The Quantum Thief by Hanno Ryanimi and, juggling books here, The Fractal Prince. Once again, covers that I really like. I've seen the UK covers and don't really get them. I really love the US covers. I like whoever does the art, Kekai Kotaki. It's another art style that's very distinctive. Like I would see this cover art style somewhere else and I go, I know exactly who does that. Also kind of like John Harris, who does like John Scalzi's covers, Jack McDevitt's covers, he's doing Ann Leckie's covers as well. I never really paid that much attention to cover artists until recently when I was trying to buy, I've suddenly started trying to buy matching editions of books, and that makes you pay a lot more attention to the cover art and the cover artists, and then you start recognizing the same artists for other authors' books. I think that's really cool. I love these books, and I can't wait to read the next one. That's everything for this first part of my book haul. Parts 2 and 3 will be coming soon, and until then, bye.